My name is Jessica Musgrove, and I'll be talking to you today about the standards of ethical conduct for management accountants. Being a management accountant comes with a lot of responsibility. As an accountant, you have an obligation to your clients, your company, as well as yourself to maintain a high level of ethical conduct at all times. But what exactly are ethics? Ethics are moral principles that govern a person's behavior, knowing the distinction between right and wrong and acting upon what is right. In fact, this is such an important part of being an accountant that the IMA, which is the Institute of Management Accountants, has created a code of conduct that all accountants should abide by. These include 4 principles. They are honesty, fairness, objectivity, and responsibility. Our clients should know when they work with us that we can be trusted to tell the truth, be fair to all parties, as well as be responsible with their information. There are also 4 standards that should be met at all times. Whoever does not comply with these 4 standards could be subject to disciplinary actions. The first standard is competence. Each member has a responsibility to maintain an appropriate level of knowledge on their subject and to continually educate themselves on new laws, regulations, and standards. They are also expected to give information as well as recommendations that are correct, clear, to the point, and to do so in a timely manner. The second standard is confidentiality. Each member is also expected to keep all client info confidential and to only use it to do the tasks agreed upon with the client. Information should never be used to the accountant's advantage or for illegal or unethical purposes. The third standard is integrity. Each member also has a responsibility to avoid conflicts of interest and to disclose to all parties potential conflicts of interest. They are also expected to act accordingly even outside of the office and to not engage in or support any activity that would discredit the company. The last standard is credibility. Each member has a responsibility to communicate information fairly and objectively, to disclose all relevant info that with unreasonable judgment would be expected to influence a user's understanding of the reports, analyses, or recommendations. They are also responsible to disclose any deficiencies in information received or reported. If ever found in a situation where a supervisor has asked you to do something unethical, it can be hard to decide whether to follow directions or to go by your own ethical standards. If you find yourself being aware of or being asked to participate in some kind of unethical conduct, sometimes it can be hard to choose between what is right and what your supervisor or superior is asking you to do. When faced with this dilemma, the first step of action should be to speak with an IMA ethics counselor to get advice on courses of action. You can also consult your own attorney as to legal obligations and what your rights are concerning ethical conflict.